Today we're going to be working on finding the slope and y-intercept of a line from a line equation in y equals mx plus b form and also standard form. So in this first problem here, y equals 3/5 x plus 4, we're looking for the slope and the y-intercept. So what I like to do is I like to line up y equals mx plus b directly over my problem. So now that I've got y equals mx plus b over my problem, I can kind of easily see that the kind of slope is 3/5 and the y-intercept is 4. It kind of directly lines up. So in this first one, it's very easy to see that my slope is 3/5 and my y-intercept is 4. So graphically, what that means is that I have a y-intercept at 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a point at 4 on the y-axis, and I have a slope of 3/5. So I'm going to go up 3 and then right 5 to graph another point and draw a line. Another situation you might see is where our line equation is not in slope-intercept form, or y equals mx plus b. It's actually in standard form, like this one. So the way you would attack this problem is, we're trying to find the slope and the y-intercept. So what's the easiest line equation form to find those two things? It's slope-intercept. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve for y in order to put it into slope-intercept form. So the first step in doing that is subtracting 2x from both sides, then simplifying, then dividing both sides by 3. And remember, when you divide both sides by 3, you got to divide every single thing on the left side and the right side of your equation by 3. So the 2x, negative 2x is getting divided by 3, same with the 4/3. So my slope of this line is going to be negative 2/3. My y-intercept is going to be 4/3, or you could have said 1 1/3, depending on if you like the type of fractions you like. The last two situations you might see is if you have a y is equal to some number or an x is equal to some number. Okay, so let's think about what that looks graphically. So I know y is equal to some number is going to be a horizontal line at 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I draw a horizontal line kind of at that value of y is equal to 4 forever in both directions. Okay, so that's what y is equal to 4 looks like. So let's think about that because it's got a y-intercept of 4. It's crossing that y-axis at the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but what about the slope? Well, this is a flat line. So hopefully you remember from class, flat lines don't have a positive or a negative slope. So they have a 0 slope. Okay, and that's actually leads us into our next problem, which is x is equal to negative 6, which you hopefully remember from class is a vertical line at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the left. So it's going to be this vertical line at x is equal to negative 6, okay? Which we can say both for the slope and the y-intercept that they're undefined. This is not a defined slope, and then also this line does not cross the y-axis. So there is no y-intercept, or we can also say it's undefined. So these four situations are definitely fair game for a test question. We want you to be able to, look at a y equals mx plus b equation, tell us what the slope is, tell us what the y-intercept is. Additionally, one should be able to look at a, standard form equation, tell us what the slope and the y-intercept is. Same with that y is equal to some number and x is equal to some number situation.